So I don't totally understand the chain of events that's going to cause this man's death. He's a Congo refugee. He was in Denver. They moved to Denver, his wife and children in 2014. So this murder is going to leave a family without a father. You've widowed a wife and made bastards out of two kids. They have no father now. Two children have no father. Wife has no husband. And so the chain of events, it sounds like he's innocent. Sounds like he didn't do anything wrong at all. And there's a crazy guy just kind of shooting a gun wildly, outside. But I'll get to the details. I just want to make sure that we give Emmanuel Amani is his name. This man's name is Emmanuel Amani, Amani. Congo refugee. He was on his way to work, on his way to King Supers. And I'll read some of the details because the details, they don't make sense. It doesn't. They need to have police spokesmen. These sheriffs need to journalists need to ask sheriffs, and the sheriffs need to tell what the fuck is going on, like that guy in Albuquerque. But Emmanuel Almani, we're gonna assume is totally innocent because all we know is that he was murdered. He was just murdered. Why would you assume that? Well, must have had a reason, unless you're an evil piece of shit. So let's read the details. Let's read some of the details here. This happens in Denver, Colorado. Man's killed in a shooting near an apartment complex on Colorado Boulevard near City Park. Police documents explain that multiple neighbors had called police about a man acting suspicious, pacing back and forth and shooting a gun around the complex. He's acting suspicious. He's shooting a gun, motherfucker. What a weird. Okay, so, well, he's pacing back and forth. He's acting real suspicious. Like how? Like Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin? You're scared of man and you're like, I'm an insecure piece of crap. He's acting suspicious. He's walking back and forth. Anything else? Well, he's shooting a gun. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's suspicious. Yeah, that part's suspicious. The victim's wife, Sylvie Amani, said that Emmanuel, 53, was on the phone with her on his way to work when he was killed. Again, King Supers. He's, stocking shelves, right? He's a clerk. He's stocking shelves. And he has to, go outside to get his fucking work. So, get his paycheck so that way his family can survive. How's his family going to survive now? She'll have to get a job, but how's she going to get a job? Who's going to babysit? He, Emmanuel, said, I saw a lot of police outside, Amani explained. Documents also show that police saw Emmanuel in his car, but an officer shined his flashlight at the victim's vehicle and observed he did not match the suspect description as provided by the witness. So that sounds, is the guy dead already? Is he already dead? Because they're going to say later on that Emmanuel is going to crash his car into a police car. So you have a police officer comes in, he shines his light at Emmanuel Amani, and he just says that he didn't match the subject's description. He didn't say, or the suspect's description. He didn't say that they come across a dead body. Later, we're going to come across the same Nissan, and the guy's going to be dead. So I have no idea what the hell's going on. Cops show up and they see a live Emmanuel Amani. Amani is alive. They shine a light. That's not the suspect. So then they go to look for the suspect. And while they look for the suspect, Emmanuel Amani got fucking shot and killed. Is that what the fuck you're trying to tell me? Shortly after that, police heard a gunshot, saw the suspect, 25-year-old Elroy Lee, with a gun and arrested him. So shortly after that, police heard a gunshot. With Colorado laws, if the guy's crazy, then he'll just get away with fucking, murdering people. That James Holmes, he just pretended he was crazy. He was just had his eyes like this. Oh my God, you see his big old bug eyes? AOC's got big old bug eyes. Well, he was really bugging out them bug eyes. He was bugging out. That motherfucker's crazy. Look how he's bugging them bug eyes out. That King Super Shooter, he's in jail getting fed, getting 3 hots in a cot. Getting 3 hots in a cot. Jesus Christ. Additional officers arrived on the scene, located the victim in the driver's seat of his vehicle in the alley, suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. Okay, so additional officers come across with the guy, the driver in the seat of his vehicle who had been shot. So you came across the guy who had been shot and you said he didn't look like the suspect? Nah, you don't match the suspect's description. Dude's dead. You came across the dead body, but it sounds like they came across the live body, and while they're on the scene, dude got shot while guy was walking back and forth shooting a fucking gun. Somebody got shot and killed. Officer said he crashed into an officer's patrol vehicle that was parked in the alley. Paramedics responded and pronounced him dead at 11:54 p.m. Yeah, this makes no. So Elroy Lee, fuck you, you piece of shit. 25-year-old Elroy Lee. What the fuck is your problem, you pile of shit? Going around just shooting people. It sounds like he's just having a mental breakdown or some shit. Shoots this poor Emmanuel Amani guy. Maybe he was looking for him. Maybe that was the whole fucking point. And then they said that they located the victim in the driver's seat, suffering from a gunshot wound to the head, and that he had crashed into an officer's patrol vehicle that was parked in the alley. In the alley? What the fuck is he doing in the alley now? Paramedics responded and pronounced him dead at 11:54 p.m. Then Amani got a knock at the door. The police came up last time. The younger one asked him, "Where's my dad? Where's my dad?" They said directly, "Your dad's dead." Amani said through an interpreter, Teller Elementary School near the location of the incident is offering counseling and support for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. "I want justice for my husband because he's not a criminal. He's a man of God." Amani said through an interpreter, he's a good husband, a good father to his kid, and then a good person for the community. Yeah, this is just senseless, stupid, senseless. It doesn't even seem like there's not even a beef. Seems like dude's just fucking having a breakdown, and then another dude looked at him. "Oh, now you're going to look at me, huh? Now you're going to look at me?" And that what pissed off Trayvon, or and that what pissed off Zimmerman? "Oh, now he's looking at me." Police said after Lee was taken into custody, they recovered the handgun, identified it as silver and black Ruger 9mm semi-automatic handgun with the serial number scratched off and unreadable. Amani and her family said they want to see the body camera video, and she's entitled to see that. So hopefully, as a victim, right, if they have victims, uphold the victim's rights statute, the Victim Rights Amendment, VRA, Denver. It's all happened in Denver, so hopefully Denver does uphold the VRA, right? And the Victim Rights Amendment. And if they do, then that means she gets the video camera. Of course she gets the video camera. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened, huh? You sure the cops didn't just shoot the guy? Because it seemed like the guy was alive, and it said he didn't match the description. Then it said just stay right there, and then he tried to take off because now the guy is crashing into a vehicle. I mean, if I'm, a person going to work to King Supers, yeah, I want to get there on time. Yeah, sure, there's some shit going down. But, I guess if cops are going around with guns and there's gunshots, I got my hands up and I'm not fucking moving. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Maybe I'll put my hands up and just say, "Look, you want to check me? I didn't do shit. I'm going to go in the house, motherfucker." And so it seemed like it'd be crazy at that, point in time to get in your car and to go to King Supers. But at the same time, sometimes there's like a commotion and you just want to drive on past it, right? Yeah, there's a train wreck over there. They seem to handle it. I can't do nothing about it. I don't need to be nosy. Let's just go on to work. Let's just go ahead and get to work. So, yeah, I don't understand what the fuck happened here. I don't understand what the fuck happened here. It doesn't sound like to me Emmanuel Amani got up that fucking day to get into a confrontation with anybody. He got up to go to work to make a fucking buck so his kids could eat. That's what he woke up to do. And so why the fuck this person was, sitting there shooting a gun and fucking acting all crazy and shit? It's 11:54 p.m. is when they're going to pronounce him dead. So what is it? That means he's the third shift. He has to work the late shift. So, and then he's a Congo refugee. So come to America, right? For 8 years, he's been, kicking ass, taking names. Never did nothing to nobody. Now all of a sudden, he's got a fucking bullet hole in his head, and now he's crashing into vehicles, a police vehicle. What the fuck? What the fuck? How did that happen? Occam's razor, just to throw out a theory, because I'm not for sure if this story makes any goddamn sense. Just to throw out a theory, the police come up to the scene. They see a black man. "Hey, you stay right there. Don't you move." And they're looking elsewhere, and they say he doesn't match the description. But then you have other police officers that arrive on the scene. They see a black man, And, that matches the description, right? Probably. If it doesn't, then that makes it even worse. I mean, police officer showed up on the scene and just shot. I'm just floating the idea. Maybe the other police officers came up on the scene and shot dude. And then he's, got a gunshot wound in the head and he's crashing into police cars. It doesn't make it sense that he would go to work, but maybe he did go to work, okay? All this is craziness. I just want to go to work. He starts his car, he drives off. Another police officer sees it. Say, oh no, it's a black man, not just walking around, but he's in a vehicle. So, that's a double whammy right there. He's driving while black, existing while black, being while black. We need a black power revolution. I don't know if I ever mentioned that or not, but we need a black power revolution. Yeah. Rainbow Panther, maybe a rainbow power revolution. I'm going to organize ourselves a rainbow coalition. Anyways, this story seems really fucked up and weird. It doesn't make logical sense. To me, it seems as though maybe the police killed this Emmanuel, Amani, because there was a man with a gun shooting. He didn't shoot anybody, but there's a man with a gun that scares the police officers. They show up all fucking, frazzled and looking, all over the place, trigger happy like a motherfucker, see somebody, shoot somebody, kills that person, and that person had nothing to do with nothing. Then they hear Elroy Lee is shooting a gun. Oh, shit. Did we just murder an innocent man? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Elroy Lee is innocent until proven guilty, allegedly, right? But that's another fucking thing because they're not telling us the whole goddamn story. If he did kill him, then Elroy Lee should pay. 25-year-old Elroy Lee should pay. But if he's not the one that, if a police officer killed Emmanuel, Amani, that police officer needs to be arrested and charged or summoned and charged with a crime. R.I.P. Emmanuel, Amani, R.I.P.